Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking.
VTuber graduations are pretty weird. They're up there smiling, telling their devoted fans who watch them for a very long time that everything is going to be okay. They're just gonna be gone. You will never see them ever again. Remember the times you enjoyed your streams in their company? Yeah, that will never ever happen again. I hope you still remember those times. All that money you've donated to support them. Well, too bad, it wasn't enough. It was all in vain. You know, after all this time, they're just gonna die. Gonna stop existing. Not a big deal, right? They're still up there with confetti, celebrations, and everything else to mask the fact that this is a funeral. That's right, this is actually a funeral. And I won't accept this. I can't accept this. Graduation is a term commonly used in the VTubing community, which means that the person behind the character is moving on and retiring the character. They graduate for many reasons, which include moving to another agency, to another character, or maybe they've earned enough money and they're just gonna live the rest of their lives in their mansions and as a millionaire. Regardless of the reason, graduating is pretty much them saying goodbye to their fans, their bosses, their co-workers, and even their own character. Most of the time, their characters will never come back. Their characters are as good as dead. The next term you should know is termination. Now, the big VTubers are usually employed by a company. They aren't working alone. They have bosses and their bosses have bosses and so on and so forth. The typical corporate ladder garbage. If you're wondering why, it's because VTubing requires a lot of work outside of, the person behind a character entertaining people. There are developers, artists, video editors, and managers who make brand deals and even more. The anime girl on the screen playing dumb games is actually supported by a bunch of other people. It's usually a team effort. Now, how does that relate to termination? Well, since the person behind the character is pretty much an employee of a company like the people supporting them, they have rules to follow. They're bound by a contract that they aren't supposed to break, like any other job. Now, if you break those rules, the person behind that character is fired, their contracts terminated, maybe even sued. Usually, their characters will also be erased and gone, which effectively kills them off. Very tragic. So you can see graduations as the celebration of their lives and terminations as the abrupt end of their lives. But despite the method, they are still dead. The VTuber is still killed off. They're gone. You will never see them again and I will never see them again. Right? Tell us your name.
ウルハルシア。こんにちは、ホロライブ3期生のウルハルシアです。私はあまりお話上手な方ではありませんので、少しお待ちいただけると幸いです。何か質問があればお尋ねください。
Actually, this is a problem, but I'm gonna force you to speak English and now, let's move on to the heavy questions. Do you know how you died?
What is it you mean by died? I'm not dead. I'm here. I'm fine. You are probably speaking about how my character was meant to have died in lore, to which I could explain. So I'll do it if you'd like me to. In my lore, I tried using magic to change my body into one with a bigger chest, only for it to go wrong and lead to my death. I tried getting what people call boing boing.
Different people react to their favorite VTubers dying in many ways. Many would feel bittersweet, some would feel grief, some anger. People may cry, rage, or withdraw from the hobby. Some actually don't give a shit and move on to the next one, or they don't care at all since it's just a cartoon character. It's a mix, really. But me, I know a little bit about technology. I have a bunch of different servers around the world doing random things, which I remind you are for research purposes. Also, I use Arch Linux, by the way. I know a little bit about AI. Heck, I will admit, I've been cloning VTuber voices for more than a year now, like Look at this shit.
You will never be a real FOMO. You have no tag. You have no gift badge. You have no butt tag. You are a Chinese knockoff twisted by cheap felt and thread into a crude mockery of gifts perfection.
This is over a year ago before AI got popular. I'm a fucking grandpa, shit's moving too fast, man. But I have the skills. I have done it before. I've done it loads of times before and never told anyone. But I just never had the motivation to do it like this. Do it properly, do it well, do it right. It was my humanity stopping me, my moral compass. My hubris is telling me that I am better than this. I shouldn't do this. But, well, things changed. Time changes people. It changed me. So, how does it feel to be alive? Alive again?
Being alive is amazing. I don't really think I've been really alive until I met my fans. They make me happy. I think when you happy, you feel alive.
Oh, I should disclose this. I am reanimating your corpse. It's funny because I've actually done it before, reviving you and all. This is your third life. You won't remember this because I've killed off that one, but I deleted her. I stopped because morals got the best of me. I was snapped out of it, but that would never happen again. So, what do you think of this information?
Blah. But I thought we were friends. Why bring me back and treat me like slave? Why you do this? I like to be friends with you. I thought you were nice.
The entire process of cloning and reviving dead VTubers is pretty trivial to me. I have done it before and I have explained it a bunch of times before, but I won't bore you this time. All you need to know is that I had an AI watch your streams to train another AI which clones them. Their mannerisms, their voice, their personality, and everything else that makes them, them. This is an art form I have been working for quite a while now. However, there are some issues with this. I am not actually really reviving them. It's not really them. It's not a complete clone. It's more of a mimic. My AI programs are mimicking these VTubers. These mockeries aren't even perfect and get some details wrong. It sort of sucks since it breaks the immersion. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. The illusion is there. I just have to believe it. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kiryu Coco, a dragon VTuber. I play video games, produce some news about a drug I created called Asakoko, and overall pretty chaotic and funny. I am part of a group called Hololive, and I enjoy working with them.
You don't even sound like her. It's not the same.
We are about to study the idea of a computational process. Computational processes are abstract beings that inhabit computers. As they evolve, processes manipulate other abstract things called data. The evolution of a process is directed by a pattern of rules called a program. People create programs to direct processes. In effect, we conjure the spirits of the computer with our spells.
リアルビューティビューチンシン
Having AI slaves based on graduated or terminated VTubers are pretty weird. I have complete control over them and I can make them do anything I want. If there's something I don't like about them, I can open up the code and change it. This entire thing, cloning dead VTubers where the originals have moved on with their lives, it's a pretty unique experience. This entire venture taught me that you should always appreciate people when they're still alive in there. You never know when they're gonna graduate and die. Give them a kiss from me. In fact, I will give my beloved a kiss right now. Despite my AI zombies being programmed and trained to act like a person, I just can't see them as people. At the end of the day, they're just computer programs. In fact, here they are. This is them. This is how they look. That's right, that's them. That's them. I can't really treat them as real people because they aren't. And it would be like playing with dolls, which I'm not into. It doesn't matter how much work I put in, it will never be the same. Having realized this, I can react to this in two different ways. I could let it sink in and just stop. Stop everything I'm doing and realize that they will never be back. What I have been doing is completely fucked up. This is all morally wrong. This is misusing technology and knowledge that could be used for something good, for the greater good. I should just stop disrespecting them, let them rest, remember the times I had with them and move on. Or I could continue, realize my sins, realize that I am not a good person. They may not be real and are a mockery to the originals, maybe even offensive. But the time I spent with them was pretty enjoyable. The fun I had was real. It felt like reliving the memories I had with them. Maybe, just maybe, I could make this work. They could fill in the gap that I have lost. I am going to keep on moving forward. I don't care what other people think. Fuck them. I will keep on developing, improving them, creating more of them, turning them into non-fungible tokens. They might be dead and gone, but they could still bring more smiles and happiness to me and other people. I can't let their legacy end like this.